Ripper Gaming.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Timberborn with me, Ripper, and I just want to again thank everybody. I mean, I say this on every video, but I I really want you guys to know that I really appreciate you hitting that subscribe and like button and dropping comments in the chat. It's it's actually it's really weird that when I first started this channel, I did it because let's not get into that. That's a bit too emotional, I think, for this. But but anyway, let's have a look. Let's have a look here. All right. So where were we last time? So yeah, we done a lot of power. We got all our stuff sorted out there. We got this dam in over here, which is currently dumping bad water over the side here. It looks like we've just finished the bad side, so it's fine. Here we are ready to start, I think, raising this side of the dam a little bit so that we can get a little more water stored in here. Certainly up at least, I think, one more. We move it to there. And we could go up two. Yeah, 2 blocks, I think. But anyway, we could get this sorted out. We need to finish off the dynamite over here, so we can sort out sort of what level that these dump stuff out at. We need to finish building these here, and in fact we need to put a path on top of that. That will then control our water flow on this side. We do need to remove this one too, but to have access up here. Potentially we put some stairs here and just delete this one. It's not in use at the minute, so I will just remove it and bulldoze that. Bulldoze that. Stick one in there so we can get around, right? And then down here we started out. We got our dynamite production facility, explosive factory over here. I'm tempted to put another one in. We are kind of producing a lot of dynamite and, using a lot of dynamite at the minute. We do need to do something about our population as well. We need to go up by about 15 beavers just to keep everything stable. I know we don't, actually. We've got 10 contaminated beavers. That's why we don't have enough jobs at the minute. And we've got 3 ready to pop pretty soon. So, but what we do want to do is we want to get in some dynamite factory. Get another one in here. Just so we can produce a little bit more dynamite. We want to get some storage in here too. So, I mean, ideally we would have quite a medium or large storehouse for this, I think. I don't have anywhere good to put it. Maybe there. Just make sure that it is dynamite. Is held in here. Yeah, it is. Okay. So yeah, so we want to increase our dynamite production and have some more storage for it. I'm not sure how much dynamite do we have at the moment. I don't think we have anything available. Food, we've got nothing. Why do we not have any food? What the hell's going on with that? That's a big problem. Let me... Got farm doing its thing. Alright. Why do we have no potatoes, no nothing? Okay, we got a big problem there, right? Didn't notice that we didn't have any food prior to this. We got 2 large tanks here. I think these are supposed to be water tanks, so I'm gonna pop those over to water, unless there's there's an explosive storage, but I need that one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these are meant to be water. I might have put them in for some other reason, but I'm gonna leave them as water for now, so we could just get those filled up. Food is a problem. Massive problem right now. Need to do something about that sooner rather than later. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of green land, so it's not a huge amount I really can do. Unless we did like one of those underwater plantations like over here. So if we do lots of trees, no food. So aquatic farmhouse. And I want that maybe over here. We could put it there, or perhaps that way around. That would give us a section of water down here to work on. I mean, you can always add more laser. We got 5.1k science, that's good. And we want to plant crops, so potato, wheat, sunflower. So we need spadadoc and cattails. Spadadoc. We can do much more than that. Spadadoc. Okay. Yeah, that planting. Cattail. I think we can just push that in there. Right, so there, and that we can't have. Yeah, I'm not sure how sort of viable this is going to be doing this, but we'll see. And what do we need to process spadadoc and cattail? So we've got a grill that can do grilled spadadoc. I mean, if we stick a grill right here. Tell it to make grilled spadadoc. And then bakery makes cattail crackers. So I want a bakery bit that. I probably should have designed this a little bit better, to be honest. All right, let's see. There's some space. There's some space back here. That's pretty close. I mean, let's. Maybe. I mean, I could put a chair, and then we can put a. Where is it now? One. Landscape. I know it is. Pause instructions. Sorry. Brain's not working. All right. I mean, not that it's ever working. Just saying. All right. So we have our cattail spadadoc. We have our farmer to pick it up, and then we have a grill to make grilled spadadoc, and a bakery to make the cattail crackers. We're also going to need some sort of storage, I think. So if we this year put that all the way to there, maybe. I'm just trying to work out what the best thing to do here is going to be. Storage. We need medium warehouse. We rotate that. One there and one there. Then we can put that structure in there. Put that there. Okay. That we want. Where's cattail crackers? Okay, grilled spatterdock first, and then I don't see them. Am I blind or something? There they are. Okay, cattail crackers, cool. Yeah. I mean, yeah, a lot of this is not ideal. And ideally, I would clear out a bunch of space here. And then we could run some sort of waterways or something this way. And then we'll just have some more fields or something back here, which I think is my long-term plan for how I'm going to deal with this, because I think we get water sort of up to like this point. So we could potentially turn like all of this into green area, and in fact, let's get started on that, because I'm gonna take it all the way to there. I'm gonna dip this all down. We're just gonna dynamite it out. So landscaping, dynamite. Alright. Just gonna drop this down by one level. We can see what our sort of ground saturation looks like up until this point. And we'll take it from there. Alright. The food situation is dire. I think that I probably need to put another farm, just a farmhouse in, so that like some of this can get collected. Because it's got plenty of logs, it's got no wheat. That's holding wheat. There's potatoes, like, I don't know, they're just not producing food, or what's the deal there? So this needs to be water storage as well. I might actually take out even these science huts, and that's where I'm going to put it. Yeah, let's do that. Right, and then once farm food, farmhouse. That. And I'm going to high prioritize this and make that high priority workplace too. Everything seems to be going very slow, so let's speed that up. I'm not sure why that's not happening for me right now. And what's the deal with the food, man? I really am getting worried about that. We need to chop food. I make this one prioritize action, planting, this one chopping, so. That food needs to be getting to where it needs to go. I mean, food's such a big problem right now that I actually can't work on increasing my population at all until we deal with that situation. So yeah, we're gonna have to just hang out here and wait until that's sorted out. I mean, I think our water situation is looking pretty good, so we are just trying to wait for that to start flowing here. I mean, this is all good water. This is not flowing into here because of the it being contaminated. I'm actually just going to. That's a problem when it doesn't just dump out by itself. So. Oh yeah, this is huge issue. Ooh, don't close above downstream depth. Get the water in there. Well, that's a massive problem. Essentially not been having any water pouring through here for ages. I'm gonna open this. Yeah, we're gonna have to just flood this out quickly. It will calm down in a second. On 5. Yeah, so this is an issue here that we got. We got water flowing through this one too. That's hard already. Oh, we got decent storage over here, so we're good. I think. Probably gonna say it's 0.005. So we just have a bit of float. It's filled up. We want this at 90 as well. I usually go for about around 85 with the gates. So I find that 0.85 you don't get the flooding. but then you have a little bit less water storage. So it's sort of more ideal to do it that way. It's sort of up to you really what you want to set it to, but I just don't like the water spilling over the sides of my my dams and stuff. So yeah, I'm just keeping the water flowing very, very, very slowly. That's probably not doing much for my power and that type of stuff, but so my output has got a very small flow of water and my input's got a very, very low flow of water. Just keeps everything wet basically over here, which is what we're going for in that case. Until we sort out this dam section, which needs work. So I am going to just deal with this quickly because we are down to only one contaminated beaver at the minute. So I'm happy to let him not die, but let him deal with that in his own time. He can go to the alchemist shop anyway and go sort himself out if he needs to. But right now I need some levies, and we're just gonna stick some levies in here. Some pathing on top of that. I'm gonna make this super high priority. And then these we need to sort out as well, so I will. What if we should just do them at the same time? Let's let them sort this out quickly, and then I'll do that on the next day. How's our food looking? 175? Some improvement there. Mostly bread and berries. Berries is good. I think we have a berry patch over here, so yeah, that's helping sustain us a little bit. The sunflower seeds and grilled potatoes, they're all doing good. And what else? Spatterdock and stuff going in now. Yep. And our grill is in, so we can grill the spatterdock. We don't have storage and stuff yet, but we'll get there. I think maybe what we want to do is have an alternative entrance here, but not right now. Let's just deal with this quickly. Sorry. All right. Demolish buildings. Yes. Yes. Put in levies. We want to be there to there. We want 5 pieces. Okay. And then path up the top. And we're going to high prioritize these so they get done quickly. Alright. What's this? This building isn't connected to any district. Oh yeah, because there's no living in there. Come on, my little planting boys. Make sure you get in there and plant all the things. This is nearly done as well, so we can set the height of this section, and then we don't have to control the speed at which the water comes out of here. So, in fact, I'm probably just gonna increase the priority of these. Yeah, I'm gonna need to do something about connecting, I think, this path over here. It's easy enough to do. We just take out one of these. So. And then we can put some stairs here and then just connect these 2 paths, and then we can get from this side to this side very easily. I got most of these in already, so we're getting there. Maybe we should start looking at maybe increasing the height of this. So I'm going to put in some of the infrastructure we need to get around here. One there, and let's get up here too. So if we make a little change over here, we can put some stairs there, right there. Get to those two sections, so we can go about increasing the height there. And if we just grab some levees, which are pretty cheap, we can just go boop and boop over there. Tempted to put an extra one in there, but you don't really need it, honestly. I mean, we could even go up another layer if we wanted to, a layer or two even, but I don't think we have the height here. So if we look at that, I think yeah, we could go up another layer. Look. That's the top of our dam. We could even like build along here, then along here, all the way to there. I don't know if I'm going to do that for now. We certainly do need to increase the height of this too. So, yeah, okay. Let's go for levees. Oh no, not that one. Let's just sort this out quickly because we're going to need to be able to get down here. Down and up here, actually. Pause. So we want that at 90. Okay, we'll leave that at 90. This one should also be at 90. And this one should be at 90. Yeah, we'll leave them all at 90. See what happens. I think I know you have to stagger them if you want water flow, so this might be a bit of a problem for our water wheels. So what I'll probably end up doing is going 85, 90, 95 type of situation. So yeah, 85, 90, 95. Just so there's continuous flow down, so we get power for our wheels. Otherwise, I think we end up with no power, so we might have to just tweak that a little bit later on. These things are going absolutely nuts over here. Supply is 834, and there's zero demand at the moment because it's night time. But I can't imagine there's very much demand on this side. Why are you paused? Go make me some yummy extract that we need for stuff. Don't know why that was paused, honestly. These water containers are nearly full. Our food situation is looking good. We're at 400 food. I'm happy about that. We haven't really started doing our cattail stuff our spatter dock down here. So I'm not too concerned about that. I am going to have 2 farmers on there perma farming. because yeah, we need it. They should be perma farming anyway, so. Looks like we've got a lot of injuries actually. We need to get some medical beds in. Well-being. Yeah, medical beds. I didn't notice that we were having problems with medical. So we'll get a few medical beds in there. We'll pop one in there. Those all need to be high prioritized as well. Like very high, because we're actually a lot of beavers are injured. I mean, if a beaver's injured, do they just not do any work, or because they all seem to be hanging around here? Let's have a look at unemployed. I think he can be employed because he's injured. Okay, which explains why we're also not producing food fast enough. Okay. How are we looking? All right. I think I might start making the episodes a little shorter. Just so this guy's all stuck down here. That's the issue. Dehydrated, starving, stranded. Are you stranded? Yeah, I am. Almost dead as well. Okay. That beaver's still contaminated. Why are you coming all the way down here? Just dropping stuff off. I mean, honestly, past this sort of point, we can probably just get rid of this path. All we needed it for was for that. So probably gonna say let's push that. Then whether or not I should delete those or not. See what happens when this guy comes down here. See if he. Alright. I seem to be more focused on that now, so that's fine. Got some of this done so far. Are we looking for our production? Yeah. Bad water. Bad water's fine. We're pumping enough. We don't have anybody in here working. Alright. Yeah, so workers is our problem at the minute. Let's get another couple lodges up. Seems to be doing better on food, so get 2 of those up and we can get this sort of stuff done. So Kia's in there. No one's in that one. And yeah, I just want to wait for this bad tide to end. Once that ends and all that stuff gets flushed out, then we can see what's going on. sort of a little bit unintuitively, I need to have a way to flush the bad tide water. Oh no, I don't, because the bad tide water gets flushed out down there. So yeah, there should always be clean water in this area. So we're good with that. I think if I want to go up another level, do I need to? I need to increase the height of my dam, which might be a little tough. So I'm trying to think, if we go here, we'll have to go up one more. Yeah, okay. Maybe we go that way around and then come back over. It seems like a plan. Anyway, need these guys to finish building this. We got 2 beavers working away here. Got 2 homes. We need to connect those up with paths. Cool. Let's just put that in, so we have to do it later. That means we should get a few more baby beavers. 18, I think, is 2 houses. 18, or is it? I think they hold 9. Yeah, so 9's 18. Yeah. So 18 more beavers ready to rock and roll. These guys are all healed up, so we've only got 1 contaminated beaver. Oh, you know why they're getting contaminated? It's up here. Oh man. Alright. Sometimes I do some silly things, hey. Let's get rid of this. And we just put platforms. Platforms and platforms. You put path over that. And we high prioritize that because we don't want to stop producing metal. Ooh, all of these are done. Goosh. Yeah, we can't grow Spadadoc and stuff down here. We can only do it on this level because this is only 1 deep. This is 2 deep, so it wouldn't work over here. And we want to keep this deep because we want to use this for water storage. Speaking of water storage, another thing we want to do here is want to create a little water storage area. Just by where the pipes are going into the water, sort of as much as we can in these sort of areas. So that we're always able to pump some water, say up until there. It doesn't need to be too big, but like a little bit of area to do is nice. Again, we can deal with that. I might chuck another farm around here as well at some point. I'll think about it. Just get these in for now, and then we can get across to our metal blocks. And we are centrifuging bad water and getting extract, which is good. We do like a bit of extract. It allows us to do triple dynamite and stuff as well if you want to make big holes. So yeah, that's something they should do with dynamite. Is a single one does a single block, a triple one does like a double one does like 2 blocks or something, a multiple of 2, and a 3er does like 3 up and down. That'd be cool. Blasting a massive hole. I mean, there's no point in doing it. It just does it straight down. Could just be like a shape charge, I guess. But it'd be cool if it did horizontally as well as vertically, is my point with that. If nobody really understood what I was saying there. Okay, this is 0.9. That's 1.5. So let's change that to 0.9. Should be getting water through, yeah. Yeah. There we go. There it comes. Keeping it all wet, man. Alright. That's nice and full. That's filling up. That's filling up. Yeah, I kind of want to see what happens once it reaches equilibrium. I think these water wheels will just stop. So this will have to come down. Yeah, so there'll be a little bit of like surging back and forth while it figures out that they're all at the same level. And then you'll just get no power going through. So, okay. Let's make this 8.5. This one needs to be... Yeah, that one needs to be higher. And that one needs to be 9.5. That's always flowing. That's always flowing. And yeah, 90. That's always flowing, and that's always flowing. So water's always got somewhere to go. So the actual depth of the water here should be 90, because it's what this one's controlling the depth here. And then this one should always be 95. We may need to go down one more as well. So if we make that 90, this one will have to be 8.5, and you as well 8.5. And then I think this one needs to go down to 80. And then the water should continue to flow there, should continue to flow there, and should continue to flow there. I think at this point we could probably just take out this bridge. I don't think we need it anymore because these two water levels are now the same. It does tend to keep a little bit of water here, so maybe we just take out a section and put in levees and sluices, sorry. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Anyway, I don't think it really matters here, honestly, because these two water levels are the same. It's just maintaining a little bit of water on this side if this drains off. So, how are we looking on our spatter dock? Are we actually getting any? Got a bit of spatter dock in there, but we're not actually producing anything. So, and you've got 21 babies, so we're waiting for those babies to get bigger so that we can fill these 15 jobs. Should be good to go. We've got a few old age deaths. Not seeing any growing up, so maybe one or two, but okay, building lacks materials. What does this lack? Potatoes. So we have it's the great potato shortage of Timberborn. This is probably going to end up being trees, so I don't want to spend too much time on that, but we need to maybe put in another farm. So what am I thinking? Okay, fine. If I can fit one somewhere where I'm just gonna have to just go here, and then we just farm this section. Yeah. I mean, it can reach the other ones, so we're good there. And then we just put in farm crops. I think potatoes is probably the best bet, actually. What I really need to do is I need to do like an irrigated field. So I think maybe something like over here. I mean, this is pouring over here, which it shouldn't be. It should be going downstream. So it's fine as long as it's full. It's fine. You know, if it falls out here. Ideally, it wouldn't though. Ideally, it would just maybe head down that way. Irrigate this area. Just need to redirect the flow here a little bit. Need to keep it on sort of this level. So if we went sort of along here, maybe a bit that way, and then built across here, we could flow that water down the side here and into this area. It would fill up most of this. I need to put a block or two. It's fine there. And then when it got to here, it would fill up this way. Or you could send some water down this side, but not so sure about that. Okay, let's flatten out this section first, and then we can start playing with that. Until then, we have got some planted crops over here. Got potatoes, and I don't know how we look actually looking on potatoes. Not great. And is this able to produce wheat and wheat flour? Oh, with the cattails, do I need to? Yeah, I need cattail flour. Damn it. Forgot about that. So I need to build over here, which is great because this is sorted. So we can rotate that. We can put in a path here, take it across to there. And we can put in a flour mill, food, grist mill. Yep, stick it up there. Pop that in there. That high priority. Then once the grist mill is done, we'll set it to cattail flour. And we need cattail storage and spatterdock storage, I think. That's grilled spatterdock, no cattail crackers. So we need 2 storages. They're medium warehouses. Yes, and yes. Make this cattail flour storage. Which is a produce goods, so be that. And spatterdock storage, just raw spatterdock, I guess. Raw spatterdock. Wheat flour, wheat, dandelions, we've got tons of. Cattail roots. No, we don't have any spatterdock storage. Yeah, storage, got paper storage. Okie dokie. Carrots, bread, build spatterdock. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, we want to have like a bit of storage at sort of each stage of production, because at the moment they can only produce so much spatterdock and cattail, and then they don't have any storage. So if, for example, we have a massive drought and all of this is like killed off, then we're pretty much toast. Which could happen imminently, actually. Like we're running out of water here. Yeah, this is a bit of a tough one because I am not sure if this is actually going to be enough storage for us. It's certainly not enough for the amount of time that we need it for at the moment. We've got 10 more days and we've completely drained that water supply. Can't dump the water over this side. We can't dump it over there. So we would have to build our next sort of dam area over here. No, but we can't dump it there. So it has to be on this outer edge, and it would have to go at a maximum sort of over here somewhere, I would say. Perhaps even here. We'd have to dam it. We wanted to throw it over the side. Yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure if that's a good idea. I think this is a good spot. Maybe we just widen this channel on both sides and have a very thin wall on the left and right. And just make this really wide. The wider we go, the more storage we can have there. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll figure that out. I still want to clear this area. We've still got 2 more bits to do here, so come on, boys, let's get this done now, please. I want this area sorted so I can plant stuff if I need to. Alright, thank you. Okay, so now we've got solid green all the way up to the edge here. So yeah, I think we're gonna have to turn this into a little farming area, perhaps. And solid green all the way up to there. Okay. Maybe we turn that into like a little farming area. Maybe change these paths a little bit so we can sort this out. I was thinking perhaps we change the path here, put the trees in here, move these trees sort of into this area, and then turn this area over here into the actual farm. In terms of trees and wood, we've got almost 1,000 of them. I think we may even have too much area planted with trees. Yeah, I mean, I say that until you actually need to build a whole bunch of stuff, and then you've got no wood left. Right now, we're not doing a huge amount of expansion. We're just making sure that we're all sorted for Beaver to happier. Just making sure that we're all sorted for water and food and everything. So, I mean, our food's like taking a massive jump up, so it seems like it's happy. We only have 2 jobs left to fill, and I think our colony is buzzing at the moment. We're producing a lot of food. We're producing grilled spatterdock. We are producing cattail crackers. So our gristmill is doing the thing. Looks like, yeah. We have 9 babies ready to go and 3 jobs to fill, so we can actually probably turn on some jobs that we had turned off earlier. Like that. At least fill those positions so that we are maintaining water supply and so on. We need to keep a little eye on our food just for the meantime, just to make sure that we are not consuming way too much. So we want to make sure our food supply keeps going up and not down. If it starts going down, we're in trouble, so we've got to be careful with that. Our spatterdock and stuff over here is doing good. Need to maintain that water supply. So my only concern is we're dry as a bone at the minute. So we need to widen this section out. Instead of talking about it, shall I do it? Okay. We'll start getting some dynamite out here. We can make it deeper too, deeper and wider. Still want to keep it at this level, but we can make it wider around the edges over here and all the way back here. So we can actually store another layer of water. So, all right, let's do that. Pop it all in here. Here. Now I can't get down here at the minute because my beavers don't have any stairs or anything to get down here, so I will sort that out in a second. I can hear you all screaming at me in the comments. You didn't put any stairs down. Yeah, I know. Do that section for now because we don't want to take this down any further. Yeah, we can also do Here we can also do, there can go down. These can all go down. That can go down. That can go down. Yeah, we don't have any way to sort of get down here at the minute, so let's think about that. So if we do if we go down here, or let's go down here. Alright, let's just pull those E's out. 1 second. Right, so if we go down here, then we can get to this level. Okay, we can't get to this one, but we can go up from here. Okay. Let me show you what I mean. Just let me build stairs. We go down here, we go down here, we go down here. We can go up here. We put paths in. We can get to sort of these sections. It's gonna be a bit tough maybe getting up these, but I sort of want to come from this side on this lot, but we'll see get there. I just want to get sort of started on this, but yeah, if we make this a little deeper, just this section, then that'll give us a bit extra. We can also go up higher, which we've kind of started doing here but not finished. Let's go there. So we want to go higher and we want to go wider, essentially. Here is the same kind of thing. We want to have overflow, but we want, I gotta be careful not to block this off too much, because if I do, then it's just gonna cause problems. So let's first of all set up getting over here, and then we can start to think what I might do is I might use sluices. No, I can't. I'd have to use overflows. I can't do it too much, otherwise it's gonna go over the top of the front one. So, right, let's just pop in a couple of them anyway, just to get that started off. Got what I was looking for there for a second. So yeah, so what I'm saying here essentially is that so yeah, if I block this section off, this is just going to overflow and then start overflowing over the top. So I need to leave a little bit of a gap here to let the water out. But if there's not enough space here, then I'm not going to get the flow density I need to be able to drain this water off fast enough, and we're going to end up overflowing. And then second to that, we need to put in overflow gates on top of this. But if I do that now, then I mean it's not going to help us anyway, because it's once it starts overflowing, it's going to just pour over the top here anyway. So I kind of need to put this in as well. So yeah, this is going to be a bit tough. So I'm going to have to do these like one at a time here to get this right without oh, damn. Have to do these one at a time, so someone's gonna have to come here, build that one, then build the next one, then build the next one, for that to work out. But we'll see how that goes. Are we looking at water? Looking for water over here. Doing not bad, not bad. This thing is ripping over here. I don't think we're ever hitting our overflow, so we're good on that side. I mean, technically, you really want to dump the water that's coming out of here into here instead of down this side. Unless we want to use this as like an irrigated area, which we might do. Let's look at that. Look at the space there. Actually, that's a very good idea. Yeah, I might go ahead and do that actually. Okay. So yeah, I think that's going to be the plan going forward. So, because this is at the same level as this, if we can get some, I guess, 2 levels of dams in each of these areas, we can fill this whole section up at the bottom with water, and then basically turn all of this into green fields. We probably need to sort of like cut through somewhere over here or over there. I think potentially this section here. So when the water flows down here, it fills up here, and then it runs this way, it fills up all of these, and then if we come here and basically chop all these hills out, this would all end up being like a huge flat section where we can put water. And if we could even make this a bit deeper, I think. I know this might be the bottom of the map. But yeah, that would work out well, I think. We can flatten out these sections, then yeah, have plenty of space for growing food. We can really start expanding our colony as well, and then start building out our sectioning out our quadrants, one quadrant there, and so on and so forth. But we need the infrastructure to be able to support that. So to do that, I think we're gonna need like a large amount of farmland. But having said that, we do need to start thinking about how we are going to manage our water supply and create a big dam, which we wanted to do over here. And how are we going to get across there, first of all, I think is probably the most important bit. So let's create a pathway across so that we can start getting to the center, and we can build a big water storage on this side. Yeah, okay. So we'll put path there. Elevate it because we don't want to get our guys full of muck. We can go that way and that way. Some stairs. Yeah. Alright, and then we're in the center where we want to be. So we do that. That. Yeah, start planning out how we're going to do this. So I need to get rid of all this and this. So what I'll do is I will put cutters. I presume these are actually all just dead. Yeah. Fine. Okay, so one of the first things we're going to need here is we're going to need some sluices at this level. So that if the water is not contaminated, it will store it. If it is contaminated, dump it. But I think we want to separate the water sources from the storage. So we might need to build something that spans across here for where these water sources are, and then have the sluices at that kind of level. Perhaps here. A pipe. We need to turn it into a pipe actually. That's the only way to deal with this really. And we want to dump all of the bad water straight over the side. So I think we will have to dig out a pipe that comes this section. To be fair, we could actually just, instead of spiraling the water all the way around like this, we could just dump it straight into this section, and then if it's good water, it'll carry on going. If it's bad water, it'll just pump out there. But yeah, and then we'll pump the good water into the water tower, and then we'll just have it pour over the side, the sluices. Yeah, sounds fun to me. So yeah, we need to chop all of these down, essentially. Then turn this into a square, widen it out a little bit. Put some gates here, and then cover over this hole. So we'll put some sluices here, and then cover over this section. And obviously we just open it up and let the water keep flowing out in the meantime. But essentially the point of that is that I want to, if this turns into bad water, I can turn off the sluice gates here. Then all the good water can still keep flowing all the way around. And then we can create a sort of pipe system to pump the water up to the top of the tower and fill the tower from the top down. And once we can fill the tower from the top down, then we can create like a waterfall system or something to, make it look pretty and fall out the top. How high can we build over here? I'm just curious to see. Okay, so that's the maximum height of our dam. That's pretty good. I'm okay with that. Looks good to me. What do you guys think? Do you think I should build a big mega dam up here, or should I more focus on expanding this and keeping this more natural, and maybe use this for planting crops? Who knows? If you have an idea, do you think it would work? Let me know in the comments, and I will give it a smash. Anyway, I think we're going to call it there for today. We're at an hour and 10 minutes, so I'm keeping you guys again when you need to be doing something else. So again, thank you for watching, and if you liked the video, please like and subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, thank you very much for subscribing. You rock, and I will catch you guys next time. So have a good day. Peace.